Good morning, friend. I hope you are fit and fine at your home. As you all know that in our previous video we talked about polynomials, which is second chapter, standard 10 mathematics. Now today we talk about relation between zeros and coefficient. So let's begin. Don't waste our time. See here, everyone. Second chapter, grade 10 mathematics. Today we discuss about relation between zeros and coefficient. Today our topic is relation between zeros and coefficient. First of all, what is a zeros? I have already learned about zeros and coefficient. This topic is all about quadratic equation or quadratic polynomial. See, what is the standard form of a quadratic polynomial? As you all know that standard form of a quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c, where a is not equal to 0 and ABC belongs to R. That means ABC or R must be real number. A must be non-zero integer. Now suppose, what is a coefficient? Here a is a coefficient of x square, b is a coefficient of x, and this is called constant term. And coefficient of constant term is what? Itself. Say this is a coefficient of x square. Here I write coefficient of x square. Now what is b? B is said to be coefficient of x. Therefore, I write coefficient of x. And last term we say this is a constant term. Okay? I hope you all are very understood. Okay. Now what is a zeros? Zeros, that means in our previous video we have already learned we can find zeros. Many different methods, algebraic method, geometrical method, factorization method, etc. Suppose This is a standard form of a polynomial. If alpha and beta are two zeros of this polynomial, we consider as a alpha and beta are two zeros of this standard form. Say alpha and beta are two zeros of p of x. Suppose our standard form we denote p of x. This is a two zeros of this standard form. We assume that, we consider that. Now take some example and we obtain relation between zeros and coefficient. Suppose I take an example, p of x is equal to 2x square minus 8x, 2x square minus 8x plus 6. First of all, we need to find zeros of this polynomial. How we find? By factorization method. First of all, by splitting method, we split middle term as a two different term. That means 2x square as it is and minus 8x. We can write minus 8x as a minus 6x minus 2x plus 6 as it is. This is a splitting method and you all study in previous standard 9. Now making the group and take a common factor. We take here what is a common value? 2x is a common. That means remaining part is x minus 3. Again we take common. What is a common in the last two term? Minus 2 is common. X minus 3 remaining factor. Okay. Here keep in your mind, if we take common minus, then in a bracket always sign is changed. Okay. Now x minus 3, again we take common x minus 3. That means we have 2x minus 2. 2x minus 2. This is a factor of this given polynomial. If we take px is equal to 0, then what happens? Suppose here 0. That means this may be 0 or this factor may be 0. Therefore we write x minus 3 is equal to 0 or 2x minus 2 is equal to 0. Now transfer minus 3 on opposite side, it becomes positive. That means we have value x is equal to 3. Similar way, here transfer minus 2 on opposite side, it becomes positive, and again transfer 2. This is a multiple of x. That why it's going for division. 2 upon 2. That means 2 cancel. 1. X is equal to 1. We have x is equal to 3 and x is equal to 1. These are two zeros of this polynomial. We can find many different methods to obtain 0, but here we use splitting method and we obtain zeros of given polynomial. These are two zeros, therefore we can write 3 and 1 are zeros of p of x. Okay, look here, zeros. Our first part is already completed. We find zeros. Now we compare zeros with coefficient. First of all, in every example, you have to compare given polynomial with standard form. Again I repeat, in every example, you have to compare given polynomial with standard form. Okay, now comparing given polynomial with standard form. Now compare given polynomial with standard form of quadratic polynomial. This all about by quadratic polynomial. Now comparing what happened and what we get if we compare this polynomial with respect to this standard form. Therefore, a is equal to 2, okay, and b is equal to -8 and c is equal to 6. Therefore, we write a is equal to 2. Why a is equal to 2? Because a is nothing but coefficient of x square. Here, what is the coefficient of x square? 2 is the coefficient of x square. Similar way, b is the coefficient of x. What is the coefficient of x? -8. Therefore, we write -8. And what is the constant term? C is equal to 6. This is A, B and C. Okay. Now verification. If we verify sum of these zeros and relation between coefficient, what happened? Look here. Verify now we calculate sum of two zeros. Therefore, sum of two zeros is equal to, our zeros is 3 and 1. Therefore, add them. 3 plus 1, that means 4. Okay, and 4 I can write is a form of minus 8 upon 2. We can write minus 8 upon 2. Why? 2 4 is 8 and minus plus. Again we have 4. That means here minus, what is a minus 8? Minus 8 is nothing but B. And what is a 2? 2 is nothing but A. Therefore, we verify sum of two zeros is equal to 4 and it's equal to minus B by A. Therefore, we write alpha plus beta. What is alpha and beta? Alpha and beta are two zeros of standard form. Alpha plus beta is equal to minus B by A. We obtain this formula. Always it happens in any quadratic polynomial. Now we calculate product of two zeros. Therefore, product of two zeros is equal to. Now we find product. 3 into 1, that means 3, and we write 3 as a 6 upon 2. What is a 6? 6 is nothing but C, and what is a 2? 2 is nothing but A. Therefore, we write C upon A. Therefore, we obtain another formula, alpha into beta is equal to C by A. These two formula are very important for verification. Okay, again I repeat, this is a sum of two zeros. We find sum of two zeros by this equation minus B by A, and product of two zeros find this equation C by A. Here we have learned two methods. Here we see that addition and product. Okay, here we take only one example. In our next video we take some more example, and which is in exercise 2.2, and we calculate how to relation between zeros and coefficient, and how we verification. Okay, I hope you all are very understood, and this all about relation between zeros and coefficient. Okay, have a nice day, good day, and thank you.